A formal nomination for Joe Biden. Tonight, he officially secured enough delegates to become the Democratic presidential nominee.
Tonight, we continue our 360 coverage on night 2 of the Democratic National Convention. Colorado Republicans are responding, and we're talking to a Colorado delegate who says he feels let down.
First, here is Chief Investigator Tony Kovaleski with a look back at tonight's highlights.
Our 360 look at night 2 of the convention begins with messages focused on leadership. First from Sally Yates, a former acting attorney general, fired by the president.
But from the moment President Trump took office, he's used his position to benefit himself rather than our country. Put simply, he treats our country like it's his family business, this time bankrupting our nation's moral authority.
Then from 2 former presidents, Jimmy Carter and then Bill Clinton, also focusing on leadership.
At a time like this, the Oval Office should be a command center. Instead, it's a storm center. There's only chaos. Just one thing never changes: his determination to deny responsibility and shift the blame. The buck never stops there. Now you have to decide whether to renew his contract or hire someone else.
It was also a night for the formal roll call vote and a moment for our state.
Colorado will cast 36 votes for Bernie Sanders and 42 for our next president, Joe Biden.
And Colorado got another moment in the night 2 spotlight.
Hey, Laura, how you doing?
Yes, you can.
How you doing?
Colorado's Laura PACKARD joined the national discussion on health care.
Ever since I was diagnosed, every night I'd go to bed concerned about what news I would get in the morning. And even today, they're still trying to take away our health care.
She's a stage 4 cancer survivor. Your reaction when you realized you're going to be part of the Democratic National Convention?
I was shocked and honored, and I never, ever would have thought that I would be on the stage, even if just virtually.
The night concluded with the story of Joe Biden and his wife Jill, and included more focus on the word of the night: leadership.
So many classrooms are quiet right now. The playgrounds are still. But if you listen closely, you can hear the sparks of change in the air. Across this country, educators, parents, first responders, Americans of all walks of life are putting their shoulders back, fighting for each other. We haven't given up. We just need leadership worthy of our nation.
So from my vantage point, the most significant takeaway from night 2, Democrats are clearly planning to make health care a difference-making policy issue in this election. Tonight, the party spent more time on health care than any one speaker and placed that message in the middle of prime time. And Jessica?
And more to come. Thank you, Tony. And among those watching the Democratic convention the past couple of nights, Colorado Republicans.
We talked tonight to KRISTI Burton Brown, the vice chair of the Colorado GOP. She says the radical left-wing agenda on display during the Democratic convention does not represent the people of Colorado.
Most Americans and Coloradoans want is to have our jobs, to have tax cuts, and to have policies that work for our families. That's not what you're seeing tonight. That's not what you're seeing all week at the Democrat convention.
Burton Brown says those who watch the Republican National Convention next week will see a party better suited to put American families first.